Hello and welcome, I'm Ankit Tuteja and you are watching Tech It Out. This week, we explain why Apple is walking a privacy tightrope with its big AI move. We tell you what parents can do to keep their children safe on social media, and we take you inside a humanoid robot factory. Let's get started. Apple has finally jumped on the AI bandwagon. At its annual developers conference, WWDC 2024, the company made several significant announcements, the most prominent being the introduction of AI to its products. The announcement, however, has received mixed feedback. Many people are not impressed with Apple's AI move. We tell you more about it in this story.
Introducing Apple Intelligence, the new personal intelligence system that makes your most personal products even more useful and delightful.
Apple has revealed its AI strategy. Apple Intelligence is the biggest highlight. It's a set of new AI features for Apple devices such as iPhones and iPads. They've been developed in partnership with OpenAI, the maker of ChatGPT. Interestingly, Apple will integrate ChatGPT technology into Siri, its voice assistant. In other words, Siri will tap ChatGPT's expertise. According to Apple CEO Tim Cook, AI will enable Siri to interact with messages, emails, calendar, as well as third-party apps. Not just that, Siri will also be able to write emails and change the tone of voice to suit the occasion. Apple executives have also stressed that privacy safeguards have been built into Apple Intelligence to make its Siri digital assistant and other products smarter without compromising user data. The partnership with OpenAI, however, has sparked questions over privacy. Firstly, AI could require access to personal data to function effectively, which means users may be wary of continuous data collection and its potential misuse. Secondly, it's built into everything. Imagine AI anticipating your every move before you even intend to make one. Also, Elon Musk has emerged as the most vocal critic, harshly criticizing the move as a potential security breach. This is what he has shared on his social media platform X. He threatens to ban Apple devices from his companies. What's important to note here is that Apple, which has always been known as the most innovative tech firm, has made a late entry into the AI space, and it now aims to overtake the early leaders like Microsoft and Google. But it remains to be seen how well this new partnership between Apple and OpenAI will shape up. How effectively and responsibly Apple will execute the AI features, especially in times when artificial intelligence has proven to be a big threat to user privacy. Let's see if the integration of AI into Apple devices would be a game changer or a data privacy nightmare.
There is one thing that I have found common among young parents: their concern around the online safety of their kids. In this story, we share a few tips that could come in handy for these parents. Here is more.
Parents are becoming increasingly concerned about the effects of social media use on young people. Lawmakers around the world have taken notice of the child online safety. But making laws and regulating companies takes time. So what are parents supposed to do in the meantime? Here are some tips that can help parents keep their children safe on social media. For years, social media companies have banned kids under 13 from signing up for their services. But times have changed, and online privacy is no longer the only concern when it comes to kids being online. There's bullying, harassment, the risk of developing eating disorders, and suicidal thoughts, or worse. Understand that 13 is not a magical age for kids to be on social media. So parents can wait to give children phones and access to social media even later, let's say when they are 16 or 17. In many countries, the laws currently include blanket bans on the under 13 set when it comes to social media. But there is a problem. There's no easy way to verify a person's age when they sign up for apps and online services. So, some tech executives, celebrities such as Jennifer Garner, and parents from all walks of life have resorted to banning their kids from social media altogether. Well, it's all a personal decision that depends on each child and parent. Some experts, however, say kids who have never been on social media may find themselves ill-equipped to navigate the platforms when they are suddenly allowed free rein the day they turn 18. According to experts, a more realistic and effective approach to social media is a slow and deliberate onboarding. It's important to give children the tools and information they need to navigate a world in which places like TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat are almost impossible to escape. So start early, earlier than you think. Parents can go through their own social media feeds with their children before they are old enough to be online. Parents should have open discussions with children on what they see. Also, watch a documentary like The Social Dilemma that explores algorithms, dark patterns, and dopamine feedback cycles on social media. Or read Up With Them, How Facebook and TikTok Make Money. Many parents have succeeded in reducing their kids' screen time. How? By setting the screen time limit. But note that parents may need to limit their own phone usage, especially when they are around children. It's helpful to explain what you are doing when you do have a phone in hand. Tell your child that you're checking work email, looking up a recipe for dinner, or paying a bill. So kids understand that you are not aimlessly scrolling through sites. Also, then tell them when you plan to put the phone down. Social media platforms that cater to children have added an array of parental controls as they face increasing scrutiny over child safety. For instance, parental supervision tools let parents set time limits, see who their kid follows or is followed by, and allows them to track how much time the minor spends on social media sites. Experts say such features can be useful for families in which parents are already involved in their child's online life and activities.
China is now working on next-generation robots. Why do we say that? Because a Chinese company is developing hyper-realistic robots that can replicate emotions. Watch this story for more details.
Neck-length silicone masks lie on a table alongside silicone arms and feet. Disembodied heads sit on display. Humanoid robots in various stages of construction stand nearby, and drawings of robot designs adorn a wall. This is a factory in China where robots are built. Ex-robots engineers are working on developing humanoid robots. Their focus is on enhancing facial expressions and emotions.
We have our own software and algorithm teams. In terms of algorithms, we focus more on the part of AI that integrates with the robot. There are many basic models and algorithms that are commonly open source, which everyone uses. However, we concentrate more on how to enable the AI to recognize and express expressions and emotions.
Look at this. As an ex-robots worker moves her head, smiles and sticks out her tongue, a humanoid robot mimics her movement. This is possible because of the tiny motors installed in several spaces in its head.
The model we're making is multimodal and capable of emotional expression. It can perceive the surrounding environment and produce appropriate facial feedback, and the expressions can be generated automatically.
According to the company that is building these robots, it takes from 2 weeks to a month to produce a humanoid robot. Prices for these robots start at $200,000. So far, the main purpose of these hyper-realistic robots has been for display in museums. The company believes in the future, these humanoid robots will have a bigger role to play, not just in healthcare and education, but in other industries as well.
Psychological counseling and health are certainly future application scenarios. We are currently conducting related research such as auxiliary treatment and preliminary screening for emotional and psychological disorders.
Humanoid robots are believed to be the future of human-machine collaboration. But our question is, will these humanoid robots be able to effectively replicate human capabilities?
Mobile payment apps usually offer great discounts and rewards to attract users. But it seems China has a different take on it. A mobile wallet service in China is offering a bizarre feature in its app. We get you more details in this story.
Alipay, China's largest payments app, has announced a bizarre feature: AI-powered hair loss test. Developed by a team of doctors from Guangzhou, the hair loss testing feature has been trained on the data of thousands of real-life cases. So, how does the feature work? Users have to upload 4 pictures that show the front, top, and sides of their head. The tool then uses the data to detect whether the user is balding. Based on the test results, the tool offers suggestions for whether to seek medical advice. That's not all. The tool also provides timely warnings about the onset of hair loss in a scientific manner. The company believes this new feature can help people stop relying on superstitious remedies such as rubbing ginger on the top of their heads. According to a survey by China's National Health Commission in 2020, 1 in 6 people in China have dealt with issues related to hair loss. Experts believe this could be a result of increasing levels of stress, pollution, and unhealthy lifestyle. What's important to note here is that Alipay has been trying to get users to spend more time on its app. It's even adding new functionalities to the app. They cover a wide range of areas such as finance, lifestyle, and healthcare. And this controversial AI feature that detects hair loss is seen as Alipay's latest effort to push further into consumers' everyday lives.
We have seen AI do so many things that were once impossible to do. And now, in a unique development, it's letting people create digital twins. Watch it for yourself.
Meet 61-year-old Michael Boehmer. When he found out that he was terminally ill with colon cancer, he spent a lot of time with his wife, Annette, talking about what would happen after his death. Annette told him one of the things she would miss most would be to ask him questions whenever she wants.
We were sitting here on the couch 8-9 months ago, my wife and I, and we had this typical "it's almost time, etc., etc., and talked about anything and everything. And she said, "Michael, one of the things I'm really going to miss is that I could always come to you, sit down with you, ask you a question, and you explained everything to me. And that was nice for me, to hear your voice and that you explained things to me."
It's this conversation that sparked an idea for Boehmer. He decided to create an AI-generated voice that would survive him after he passed away. Boehmer, a startup entrepreneur, teamed up with his friend Robert Locascio to create his AI digital twin. Locascio is the CEO of Eternos, a US-based AI-powered legacy platform. Within 2 months, Eternos built a comprehensive interactive AI version of Boehmer, the company's first client. The company says its technology will allow Boehmer's family to engage with his life experiences and insights. It is among several companies that have emerged in the last few years in what has become a growing space for grief-related AI technology. So how does the tech work? The AI version of Bomber uses an in-house model as well as external large language models developed by major tech companies like Meta, OpenAI and the French firm Mistral AI.
We have you say 300 different phrases that capture, I'll call it your emotional voice. So sometimes you say, I love you, or you say, I love you. And they say, oh, the door's open. And we capture all that and then we compress all that and make an AI out of it. That's, it takes about an hour of recording, but it takes about 2 days of compute to make that into you. And that becomes your voice. That becomes your talking AI, I'll call it your essence.
Users can further train the AI system by answering questions about their lives, political views, or various aspects of their personalities. The AI voice tool that costs around $15,000 can answer questions and tell stories about a person's life without repeating the pre-recorded answers. It can also read bedtime stories and provide commentary on current events by supplementing it with information from models trained on material from the web.
Das war ganz interessant und sehr emotional.
Since time has been running out for Bomber, he has been feeding the AI tool German phrases and sentences. While the AI voice bot has some resemblance with Bomber's voice, it still feels artificial. Bomber believes it will only be a matter of time before the AI voice sounds more human-like and even more like himself. Down the road, he imagines that there will also be an avatar of himself and that one day his family members can meet him inside a virtual room. In the case of his 61-year-old wife, Bomber doesn't think it would hamper her coping with loss, although Annette herself is more hesitant about the new software.
I think to myself, I would rather be sitting here with his favorite jumper with a wine of glass than feel the need to talk to the AI. To begin with, I think. But like I said, who knows?
Denke ich. Ja? Aber wie gesagt, wer weiß das schon.
Gaming giant Ubisoft has showcased a new Star Wars game. AI is bolstering the battle against wildfires. The week gone by was buzzing with a lot of interesting tech developments, and we bring you the most important ones in a tech wrap.
Every moment counts in Australia's wildfire-prone forests to detect and avert a possible disaster. For decades, detecting a bush or forest fire meant going up a tower and using binoculars for hours. But now, artificial intelligence and surveillance cameras are being used in South Tasmania to monitor the forest around a fire tower. With the climate becoming drier every year, using AI could become the new normal here. Olympians are using a new tool that they hope will boost their medal chances this summer. What is it? Tiny monitors that attach to the skin and track blood glucose levels. Continuous glucose monitors, also called CGMs, were developed for use by diabetes patients, but their makers also find opportunities in sports and wellness. The Paris Olympics, which start on July 26th, are an opportunity to showcase the technology. Even though there is no proof yet it can boost athletic performance. Scientists in Bolivia are hoping to track glacial changes at lightning speed. New scientific equipment is being installed at the country's Huayna Potosi Peak. They aim to provide real-time measurements of glacial mass compared to the much slower older methods. Edson Ramirez, a glaciologist at the High University of San Andres in Bolivia, says the equipment can make hourly measurements of glacial mass. This is way better than the classical glacial methods that could take readings monthly or yearly. A video gaming French giant has showcased new games. The list includes the much anticipated Outlaws, an action-adventure game inspired by the Star Wars saga. And Assassin's Creed Shadows, which transports the historical fiction franchise to feudal Japan. Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot believes generative AI will profoundly change how video games are created and played. It could make such open-world games feel even more alive. Gamers should note that Star Wars Outlaws will be released on August 30th, whereas Assassin's Creed Shadows is slated for a November 12th debut. Facebook owner Meta Platforms is building artificial intelligence technology specifically for Europe that reflects linguistic, geographic, and cultural references. Meta will train its large language models using content that people in the European Union have chosen to share publicly on its platforms such as Instagram and Facebook. The company used public Facebook and Instagram posts to train parts of its new Meta AI virtual assistant. It excluded private posts shared only with family and friends to respect consumers' privacy.
Well, that's all we have for you in this episode of Tech It Out. We will continue to bring you exciting inventions and updates on the latest technologies. I will be back soon. Until then, keep watching WION World as One. And yes, don't forget to follow us on social media. For now, it's me, Ankit Tuteja, signing off.